Wait. Would this have happened either way?
Yeah.
Even if we'd gone to the next map?
Yeah,
we
I
would have
just
still
went backwards.
escaped?
It's fine.
Okay. I wish we had managed to catch Lord Alphonse earlier. Don't trouble yourself about it, Anadine. Alphonse is cornered. This is the only path in or out of the temple. Now that we've a moment to talk, I wanted to commend you for spotting those additional enemy forces up on the ridge. If we had rushed ahead and gotten flanked, things could have turned ugly. Thanks, Kyrie. What are we going to do next? We'll camp here for the night and keep guard over the approach to the temple. I don't want to risk him slipping past us in the dark. At first light, we'll strike out for the temple and end this once and for all. Whoa! One of the immortals?
What the?
It's the old one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Quintus. This is quite a surprise, sir. To what do we owe the honor of your visit?
I wish to speak to the captain, privately. You've always inspired great loyalty in him.
We are family, after all.
Yes, now I remember. His parents adopted you at an early age. Well, would that I had come simply to engage in idle chit-chat. The council is convened this evening for another surprise meeting where I was told a marked by the name of Alphonse was attacked by your group.
There was an altercation earlier today, that's true. I wonder what all the news concerning this particular lord travels so... Oh, that?
I wonder that, yeah.
Yeah, like... He must have a lot of connections.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder that all news concerning this particular lord travels so quickly.
I took note of that myself, but leave it aside for the time being. I was informed that you invoked the right of self-defense in the face of mortal danger as a means of skirting our earlier prohibition against interfering with any of the marks. An accurate if creative interpretation of the law, and from what I know of this Alphonse, I have no doubt your claim was justified.
In that case, I confess I do not understand why you are here, Quintus.
Ever so direct. The issue is that while I personally agree with your interpretation of the law, the council took a vote and the majority are against it. I'm here in my official capacity to curb your enthusiasm. However, I wish to propose a different direction for your zeal. You must have noticed in recent years how the arbiters in the council have grown progressively less effective. Primus, Tertia, and myself have attempted to take things in hand to correct the current course, but it seems as though our efforts have been constantly stymied. Though I have been unable to uncover the guilty party hindering our work, the trail circles back to the council itself. Protection afforded by this unsavory Alphonse character is but one more sign that things have gone terribly awry, and I suspect it is part of a greater, more sinister plan.
I understand, Quintus. I will support you in whatever course of action you deem best.
Good, I'm glad to hear you say that. I don't think you'll particularly like my situation.
Solution?
Oh, what did I say?
You said situation.
Oh, solution, sorry. Captain Kyrie, I've not yet nominated my own marked, but I believe I've found just the right candidate.
Yep, I knew it. I knew she was going to be marked regardless. I didn't know that they all hadn't done it all at once. That they could
he marked
stagger
Blade
them.
Wolf instead.
Blade Wolf. Oh no. To have a reliable immortal candidate on our side would certainly be welcome.
My thoughts exactly. I need someone who champions doing the right thing above all else. Someone with integrity, someone incorruptible. Kyrie, I'm nominating you to be my marked candidate.
Me? I'm flattered you would trust me with such a grave responsibility. But I must decline. I have no desire to join the ranks of the Immortals.
I know, and that is another reason why you are so perfectly suited to the task. I will speak plainly. I sense a growing corruption within the Council. As you can imagine, rooting out this evil and quickly is of the utmost importance. I need an ally, Kyrie. As a marked, you will no longer be bound by the law. You will be free to pursue Alphonse and investigate the situation in any fashion you see fit. And once the conspirators are brought to justice, the Council will have a worthy member to fill the void of Primus stepping down.
There is a certain sense in your plan, but surely there must be someone else. Another candidate you could select.
You are trying my patience, Kyrie. I presented this duty in the form of an offer, but no one may refuse the candidacy of a marked, especially not an arbiter.
I see. When I became an arbiter, I pledged to obey the Immortals in all things.
I'm glad we are finally in accord. Come, being a marked isn't some kind of curse. You'll find yourself even more powerful than before. It is done. I pronounce you one of the marked. I know that you will continue to serve us well. You're now able to enter the temples, something impossible to anyone but a marked, forbidden even to we immortals. The goal of the marked pilgrimage is to visit the 4 temples and commune with the relics housed therein. With the mark upon you, the relic will confer some of its energy to you. Visit the relics at all 4 temples, then return to a luster. That, in essence, is what the pilgrimage entails. Oh, and keep your wits about you during your journey. I have a feeling some skullduggery is afoot within the pilgrimage, and you don't get to be my age without listening to your hunches. Now, I shall leave you in the care of the worried Rainer.
Whoop.
Kyrie, is everything okay? What just happened?
Ah, there's her mark. Yes, I'm all right. Quintus selected me to be his marked candidate. The magic takes a toll. The feeling is strange and not entirely pleasant, but I will get used to it. I must.
Oh. This is big. You could become one of the Immortals.
Indeed. I am going to need some time to get used to this. Now that I am undertaking the pilgrimage, our new objective is to visit the temple. Though I'm sure we'll still have Alphonse to deal with on the way.
All right. But for now, get some rest. You look exhausted. You can fill me in on the details later.
Yeah, Kyrie became a marked. This grants her access to a special class with many powerful abilities. Give her new class a look in the troops menu.
Well, should probably go do that.
And this is probably her exclusive class too.
Yes. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the what?
I think
Where
it's just her.
Oh, it's just her.
The marked.
Those are some bonuses. Okay, so what are her abilities? Learn abilities. Marked. So, Dark Bolt. Attack and mind damage to the target.
Wrathful beams, wrathful blows, the Avenger, draining souls and draining health, and then
These
holy
are
stuff.
kind of grim.
I know.
Damage from offensive abilities increased by extra when... Oh, when they're below half health. That's pretty good. Wrathful Beam, Slow, Avenger. Bonus damage and damage reduction for each fallen enemy. Drain health.
It's kind of that duology, the whole... Or duality, I should say. of you are supposed to be holy and divine, but then also wrathful and destructive.
Might as well get these guys some better equipment now that we have a fair bit more money. Anything that increases just defense. Feather cap. Feather cap. Feather cap.
You just have a bunch of wizard vendors.
What?
Make one of them into a witch doctor or something.
Eventually. I want to finish off their classes first, to
Sure.
some degree. At least partially so, because I'd like to get to the end and then let the crossover benefits kind of carry over.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, so... Cotton robe. Cotton robe. Okay, that should be good. Confirm purchases. And we want to back out. We want to go to the troops menu. And probably her. They're the toad boots for the extra jumping. Because she can't jump for beans, and we need that. Pretty bad, actually. Okay. Oh, closed for the
grand
preparation.
tournament.
Yep.
It looks like a voice. The arena master.
When is the tournament? Haha, you can't rush these things. We'll open again when we're ready, and not a minute before. Alright, well, to the Highlands.
Ching! More dogs!
Just realized the plot of this game is surprisingly
Oh, hey,
close.
look, there's a bug dude at
This
the top.
is probably one of the other marked. I wonder if we end up with one or two of the other marked in our party. I kind of hope so.
It looks like the guy was just trying to camp out over there. Bizarro.
Oh boy. I don't like your odds, little friend. Stay behind me, I'll keep you safe for as long as I can.
Somir.
I'll let you handle Somir, probably.
Really? I is very grateful. That's funny.
I is very grateful to kind Arbiter. I is able to help many Persians.
Wild beasts are threatening those travelers. We have to help before they're torn apart. Defeat all the foes.
Guests must survive. Are there any treasure chests I need to worry about? Hopefully not. Doesn't look like it. Alright, that's a good thing. Alright, so we want to... Nope. Get out of here. Blade Wolf! Oh. Oh, I see.
Everyone can
Huh.
only stand in line.
Wait, can I deploy everybody? So I can.
Oh.
You know, in retrospect...
Oh. You don't want Blade Wolf at the forefront?
Yeah. I kind of want Blade Wolf... We'll put him there. Kind of want Blade Wolf over here. Because he should be able to cross the water and just start biffing things.
You can cross water?
You should be able to.
It depends on
certainly
how
hope so.
deep it is.
If not, this is going to be kind of sad.
Ah, it's because they're closing in on the poor beetle.
Okay, can cross water. Trickery, fleet of foot.
Oh, nice.
That is such a nice perk. Whee! Yeah, so he can jump the gap. I don't think they can swim, but they can jump the gap.
Why didn't you move all your other characters? They are not in the order?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, now it's my turn.
Oh. Do some sludge at him.
Yup. Okay, so she has ancient power. I'm assuming we don't have anything of the sort Yeah. Oh, Dark Bolt.
Dark Bolt.
Sure, why not? Now, if I'm not mistaken, her range on healing spells is actually stupidly long, which is nice.
Now, I wonder if you just have to prevent them from getting hit or from dying, because
From
then
dying.
you could actually heal them too.
Yeah, so that's why I put her here so she could run up. Okay. No, what, really?
Oh! Uh-huh.
Yeah, Blade Wolf can swim. Okay.
I thought he drowned for a moment.
Bammo, eat rock. I gotta get more rocks.
I noticed that when you hit the dogs, they get a thorn.
Yeah. So when you hit them for the first time, they get a thorn buff.
Because maybe their bristles on their back
Yeah. So what are they weak to? Fire.
begin to bristle, I suppose. It's interesting how bristle is both a noun and a verb.
And yeah, they will counterattack anybody with those thorns, which is actually kind of rough. But that's okay. Elementalism, fire. It'll be fine. Oh, right, he has smart casting.
Oh, wow.
Yay. Unfortunately, I just get the distinct wait, did he just turn? Did he do nothing?
Mm-hmm.
You lazy sod. Well, it's a good thing I'm moving my cleric in, because they are in trouble.
Oh, do they buff each other? Ouch.
No, that was it's lick wounds. It heals for 30.
Ah, I see.
Which is honestly not that owie.
I
It's
do
not
like that
big
they
of a
have
deal.
bug people in this universe.
Yeah.
I very much enjoy them. I have an insectoid race in my own universe that I really like developing, and though.
Here, let's do the dialogue and then you can talk about it.
Okay, fine. Kyrie, is that a cow beside Bizarro? Yes. You've never met their kind before. Not surprising. They're a reclusive race, and in general only the merchants venture beyond their own lands. Although, occasionally some rogue Kawas turn to banditry. Just as with our kind, sadly.
Banditry doesn't seem to be a popular pastime throughout the lands. In any event, don't be fooled by their simplistic dialect. Their merchants are incredibly shrewd. I never set a deal without the upper hand.
I see. We should hurry up and save him then. Of course, the merchant race. The immediate example that I can think of would be what are they called? They're from the Elder Scrolls games. Starts with a K, I believe?
Oh. The cat people.
Yes, but there's a specific name for them. And I can't think of it. Admittedly, I have only played, I would say, the introductions to 2 of the Elder Scrolls games.
Oh, they do the little breathing rod thing.
Oh, and a Khajiit.
Khajiit, there we go.
That's it. Because they do the, I have goods if you have coin. That kind of thing. Oh, has wares if you have coin.
Bammo.
What other merchant races can you think of?
Not exactly in the same vein, but what's the big-eared race in Star Trek?
Oh, the Ferengi. Yes.
Because the Ferengi are a great candidate.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're most definitely enthralled by wealth.
Wow, that is a loud car.
That's not a car, or maybe
I don't think that's the motorcycle.
it's not the motorcycle.
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
And it's after 10 p.m. That should not be out and about. We have laws.
We have laws, and a lot of people just don't give a dang. Well, it's not that they can't be out. It's just that that is a very loud car, and probably...
Well, it probably wouldn't pass inspection, which leads me to believe some people never take their cars in to get inspected.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, people are bringing up Toydarians like Watto.
Yeah.
From episode 1. Yeah.
It's not... Well, no, it wouldn't count.
What would?
I was gonna say Moogles, but that's only in certain games. There's tons of pseudo-merchant races in tons of video games.
Mm-hmm. And they typically go hand in hand with the inventor races, too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you, Kyrie? I hadn't quite recognized you with your new, facial mark there on your face, obscuring one half. That didn't come out quite right.
Bizarro. Always good to see you. Save your usual chatter for when we've dealt with the immediate threat.
As always, I love the way you think. Oh, and I believe the expression you're looking for is your usual chitter.
It's a Thurva Vangal. So he might actually have his entirely, like, own unique class set.
Vangal? Is Vangal just in reference
actually,
to animals?
This guy's a Vangal. So yeah, I wonder if he gets monster moves.
I mean, maybe because they're creature races, they have access to those classes, but then why doesn't our Wolfman have access to?
Our Wolfman is really just a dude.
A dude wearing a wolf
He
mask.
is just the stupidest guy. Okay, that still does trigger counterattack. I was wondering about that. Let's see, trickery. Would try and steal a component from one of these guys. I don't know if I care that much. Ammo. Oh wow. Well, it's dead anyway.
You found a catalyst.
Yep. So every time you kill an enemy, you generally get like a crafting component. Let's go here. These guys are actually more worrisome.
Mm-hmm. Especially because they're beating down on your wizard.
Yeah. Not that I care too much for said wizard, but yes.
I mean, he was one of the default characters. If you ever want to customize him, we can.
I could. I mean, honestly, like, because I didn't make him, I don't feel as much of a
Connection.
yeah.
Not like Blade Wolf.
Not like this dumb truck of a dude. He's seriously not... Okay, there we go. He could not attack the guy lower on the hill. The high ground is meaningless in this game. Yeah, so he has monster class abilities.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting mix. If I do that... Okay, it only hits him. Perfect.
Now, wasn't there a... Was it a DC villain named Bizarro? Wasn't it the counter to Superman?
Yeah, Bizarro Man. Or maybe it was just Bizarro?
I think he was sometimes just called Bizarro.
Yeah, he was from the Bizarro universe.
He had gray skin, red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Was a bit chunkier.
Yeah, and like it kind of looked like his skin was flaking off a lot, and some other things.
Mm-hmm.
He was an interesting one. They so I used to ride the Superman coaster at Six Flags New England, and they relabeled it as the Bizarro coaster, added fire and stuff. It was alright.
What?
That's my only introduction to the character, but
Yay!
Thank goodness for your timely assistance. I fear my little friend and I came very close to ending up as dinner.
Thank you, kind arbiters.
It was our pleasure, friends. How did this little one end up out here in the wilderness?
I believe my merchant friend here took the wrong turn outside of Luster and ended up getting rather too close a look at the wildlife.
Human roads, very confusing.
Uh-huh. What about you, Bizarro? I'm guessing you're on your way to the temple?
Yes, on official arbiter business. But first, little friend, do you think you can make it on your own now? You should be safe if you stick to the road, though I will accompany you if you wish.
I be fine. We'll follow human road this time. Big thanks.
Backs up, falls off cliff.
Oh, look at that little trundle. Do 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 do.
It walks like Godzilla.
You're sure he'll be all right by himself?
Certainly. The little folk are quite resourceful. Now that we have some privacy, the body of a marked was found in the Azure Fields, and I've been tasked with investigating what happened. It was most likely the doing of another marked, but in case it wasn't, I'm to ensure there's no outside interference or the pilgrimage.
It was probably Alphonse killed someone.
Even be it from other arbiters. Regardless, your recent makeover puts you in the clear. Do you have any idea who might have done in that marked?
There's no need to be coy about it. It wasn't us. But we have been tracking a marked ourselves, one Alphonse. It would surprise me not one whit if he killed another marked to improve his chance at the prize.
If you're right, then the murder would not constitute outside interference, but I must be certain. It is something to go on at least, and that's more than I had a moment ago. You may find this shocking, but I have little experience as an investigator. Ahem! So, I assume this Alphonse fellow is somewhere between our present location and the temple. Say, do you mind if I tag along with you for now? If this Alphonse is the culprit, I'll be in a better position to deal with him with an armed escort at my back. And if he isn't, I heard you and Arbiter arrested him on charges of murder before the Immortals saw fit to make him a marked. That doesn't sit well with me.
All right. I know from personal experience that that's a dangerous line of thought, but it's your call. We certainly welcome a stalwart arbiter, accompanying us on our way to the Highlands temple.
Excellent. Let's get going. By the way, is good old Raynor still acting as your personal chef?
Now I must endure the both of you at the same time. Yay, bug friend. Also, there's an exclamation point for an event. No doubt them talking over a good cauldron of stew.
What's
or is it
this?
empty?
Did you all eat already?
Everyone else shakes their head.
That sidelong glance. Bizarro, have you eaten?
Boy, have I! That stew's amazing, but you really need to make more next time, Raynor. Everyone will be so disappointed it's all gone.
I like the little eyes, how they
I
have the
know.
little upward arrows.
I know. Bizarro.
Not cooking tonight, Raynor? We can get by on our travel provisions for one night. You should give yourself a break. He's just fed up with it and leaves. Bizarro.
Raynor is such a delight. I wish I had a partner like that to keep me company on the road.
I'd been giving some thought to your special assignment.
Oh, yes.
And based on the timing and the location of the Marked's murder, Alphonse can't have been responsible.
Oh. Oh, no.
According to you, the Marked was killed in Azure Fields. We were in close pursuit of Alphonse at the time, and he was nowhere near there.
I admit I was pretty set on him being guilty. I guess I let personal bias blind me to the obvious.
Personal bias? Are you acquainted with Alphonse then?
Not personally, but I worked a couple of times with a fellow he killed in Galais.
Huh. You knew the victim? Who was he?
Oh, oops. I've never been good at keeping my big buzzing mouth shut.
Bizarro. We're all involved in this now. Tell me what you know.
Well, with the man dead, I suppose there's no need for secrecy anymore. He was an informant. He and I both reported to the same Immortal. He was spying on Alphonse for us. Our bosses suspected that Alphonse's trail would lead back to the corruption within the council.
Ooh, I wonder who his patron is then. Like, which Immortal?
But I guess Alphonse discovered our spy and did him in before he could report his findings. Alas, his case might be closed, but that still leaves me with no leads on the Marked killer now.
I'd feel better if you would tell me who on the council tasked you with this investigation. Then I'd have at least one person in authority I could definitely trust.
Yes. Well, yes, I believe that if we are to make the most of our alliance, I should share her identity. I report to Tertia. Or I would, had I anything to report. Drat it all! If Alphonse isn't the culprit, I'm afraid it's back to square one. Square zero, really.
Tough to return empty-handed like that.
Indeed, indeed. But you know, another idea is coming to me. Perhaps you yourself will be a target of the same murderer. No, even if you're not, disorder and violence seem to follow wherever you go. Yes, it seems to be the most sensible thing is to continue along with one of the Marks. Now, where did Raynor get to? I can't wait to tell him!